So 30,000 is the most popular price segment for smartphones in India right now, and lucky for us, there are just so many good options available in the market on today's date. You want a good gaming phone? You got it. A nice camera phone? It's right there. You want an all-rounder? You can have that as well. So in this video, I will give you my top recommendations for the best phones that you can buy under 30,000 rupees in India right now. Everybody, I'm Pratima, you're watching Gadget Byte, and let's get started. Alright, I want to start with the best camera phone that you can get under 30,000 rupees, and after testing the cameras on all of these smartphones in front of me, I can confidently recommend this phone, the Nothing Phone 3A Pro, to you. In my opinion, the Nothing Phone 3A Pro has the most versatile camera setup. Not only does it have a good primary camera, it also has a good telephoto periscope camera, which means you can get some nice images with punchy contrast, nice colors, good exposure and highlight management, and at the same time, the telephoto lens gives you nice portraits. You even have different focal length options, which is a big plus. Yes, there is no 4K 60fps video recording here, but the Phone 3A Pro has decent 4K 30fps video output from the rear as well as the selfie camera, so I am willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. Now, besides the camera, there are other things about the phone that are quite impressive, like the Phone 3A Pro has one of the best vibration feedbacks in this price, really loud and balanced speakers, a nice and bright display, a cool-looking glass back design, and Nothing is one of the companies that provides timely updates, which is something I really appreciate. However, there are also things about the Nothing Phone 3A Pro that might not be everyone's cup of tea. Like the Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 powered performance, which is just average for gaming and all. It only has a 5000 mAh battery, which is pretty standard. Phones like the Poco F7 literally have 50% extra battery capacity than the Phone 3A Pro, and you don't get a charger inside the box here. Having said all that, if you're looking for a good camera phone, the Nothing Phone 3A Pro is not going to disappoint you. Okay, my next recommendation is for the performance users out there, and it's no surprise that brands like Poco and iQOO have dominated the gaming/performance segment in 2025. The recently launched Poco F7 and the iQOO Neo 10 are great options if you're looking for that core performance, especially for gaming, thanks to the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 chipset they have. I have actually made a dedicated comparison of these two phones if you wish to know all the nitty-gritty, but off the top, here are the gaming results, and you can see that both phones can give you really good FPS in most of the demanding games without breaking a sweat. As you can see here in my gaming test, Poco was able to give slightly better stability and 5% lows, but it also heats up a lot. Once or twice, I have gotten this overheating message on the Poco F7 too. The iQOO Neo 10 on the other hand does not heat up as much, but the FPS numbers are a little lower. In any case, both of these phones have great performance, and even when it comes to battery life, these phones are beasts, especially the Poco F7. I also like that Poco has upgraded their design with a glass back and aluminum frames this time, making it a more premium phone to hold, whereas I found that iQOO's design is a bit more fragile. Plus, Poco has a more robust IP rating too. Displays are great on both the devices, no complaints. Both are bright, they have all the HDR certifications, everything. The difference lies in two aspects basically. The iQOO Neo 10 has slightly better speakers and the cameras on it are better. Here are some reference samples for you guys to check out. In any case, if you're a performance freak, these are the two phones that you should check out. Now, moving on, I found that there is always this particular group of people who are into more sleek, curved, compact designs, and for those, I have a great recommendation, which is the Motorola Edge 60 Pro. This phone is so handy, has great ergonomics, and one of the most bright and color-accurate displays in the 30,000 price segment. And of course, if you're someone who likes the premiumness of a curved screen, it has that too. Not to forget, this phone has a proper IP68 and IP69 dust and water rating. But one of my favorite things about Motorola phones is their clean, bloatware-free experience. I know Motorola software update policy sucks, but they have improved a little these days. The performance on the Edge 60 Pro is decent too. The Dimensity 8350 isn't the best that you can get at this price, but still it will give you decent gaming and everyday performance. And its cameras are notably good too. The primary camera performs well here, but I found that the telephoto lens and its selfie camera could use a little optimization with an update or two. Anyway, if you're someone who likes clicking portraits, my next recommendation is specifically for you. The Realme 14 Pro Plus is by far the best portrait camera phone under 30,000 rupees thanks to its 50-megapixel 3x periscope lens. The way it manages the colors and details on subjects' faces, the background blur and exposure maintenance isn't something other brands under 30,000 have been able to provide. The 14 Pro Plus clicks great selfies too, and its main camera has a punchy output that most people will find attractive. Plus, the Realme 14 Pro Plus has a really unique design too that changes color in lower temperatures. It has excellent battery life with its 6000 mAh battery and a nice bright screen as well. But just like the Nothing Phone 3a Pro, its performance side of things is average, and also Realme has the least years of promised software updates. So I would suggest you get this phone only and only if you like taking portraits for social media. Okay, next, my top recommendation, the most balanced phone under 30,000 rupees is the OnePlus Nord 5. My team and I tested this phone. I used it by myself for more than a week and found that there are very few things to complain about on this phone. In fact, I feel OnePlus has made the right compromises in the right areas with this phone. Hear me out. You're getting this nice looking design which actually resembles the more expensive Galaxy A56. The phone has a great display with all the HDR certifications. It's bright, it's colorful, and the touch response here is amazing. The performance side is equally good with the Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 chip, so even gaming wise, you are getting good FPS here. Maybe not as much as the Poco F7 or the iQOO Neo 10, but somewhere along the same lines. And OnePlus has done a great job with the Oxygen OS 15 this time. It is so well optimized and the phone feels fast. For example, take a look at this animation side by side with the Poco F7. OnePlus's animation is so fluid, and this is what I mean when I say that Oxygen OS is damn well optimized. You are also getting a 6800 mAh battery that lasts for almost 2 days on normal usage. The charger is right there inside the box, and the haptics here deserve a special mention as well. The cameras here do not include a telephoto lens, but its primary camera is competitive enough, better than iQOO and Poco, and this phone has good videography prowess with a 4K 60fps video support from the back camera and 4K 30fps support from the front camera. However, this phone isn't perfect. It only has an IP65 rating, which isn't as good as the others in this list, and the Gorilla Glass 7 eye protection it has on the front and back isn't the most protective. It's really scratch prone. But even so, the Nord 5 is a great device with no major compromises. Lastly, a lot of people ask me if I have a Samsung phone recommendation under 30,000 rupees. And even though I think Samsung's mid-range phones aren't the most competitive, somehow Samsung phones sell very well in the market. And for those people, I think the Samsung Galaxy M56 is a good option. With Samsung, what you're getting is great software and the most number of software updates. The new One UI 7 is by far my favorite skin on Android, and Samsung gives you the flexibility to customize your phone however you want. The Good Luck app is a gem. With the Galaxy M56, you're also getting a great display experience, a modern looking design, and a robust build quality with the Gorilla Glass Victus Plus. But you have to know that you are compromising on the performance side of things here. The cameras are also just okay, and most importantly, you have to buy a charger separately. So if you really want a better Samsung experience, it's better you add some money and get something like the Samsung Galaxy S24 FE that's mostly available for some 35,000 rupees time and again. Alright everyone, that was all for my top picks for the best phones that you can buy under 30,000 rupees in India right now. I hope this video was useful and informational for you. My team and I have really tried to put things into perspective and chosen the right devices for recommendations so that you don't make a mistake while choosing a phone. And if you appreciate our efforts, do consider subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification icon to support us. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. और की वीडियो शूट चालू है